All right. Hello and welcome everyone to the critical progression route. So, as a quick explanation for what this is a video that is for the critical progression route. If this has been released to the public, there will be a link to this in the description below the video. This is a huge new player guide that goes through and details and gives videos for all of the early game and eventually late game things that players are going to encounter and how to deal with all of those and also, of course, gain power along that route. That being said, this is done on an entirely free-to-play account, having spent no money and no expectation of spending anything, alongside the free-to-play-through account, which is Critical Frog, which you'll see in the video. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully it has been helpful. Let me know if there's anything that you would, include in the video as additional information or anything like that. I'm going to try and have videos for all of the different quests and also some of the optional objectives as well as needed in the critical progression route, and hope to have it out soon if you are not already seeing it in the description. Okay, so moving on from just being fresh out of Vor's prize, we need to do the rest of the Venus Junction. We have already accomplished the use fusion to rank up any mod. But to quickly go over that first, I know this is the beginning of what will end up being the Saya's Vigil quest, but might be important information. These are your mods. We've already done this a little bit. Up in the top right, you can see we have Endo. We exited the tutorial with 180 Endo, but we've spent a bit of it. But if you want to upgrade a mod, you can just click on, let's say, Equilibrium. I chose to upgrade with my initial stuff here, Pressure Point to 3, Redirection to 2, and Equilibrium to 2. But if you go in here, you can click on a mod, click Fusion, and then plus that up. And if you have the requisite materials, which you should for a good number of these early ranks, you can bump these items up. This is kind of like the priority, especially if you started as Mag, what I would suggest. Although, honestly, unless you started... No matter what Warframe you started as, actually, you should level exactly this. This should be exactly what you do. So I would suggest it. But yeah, this is how you fuse things. You just go in Fusion and then plus up, and it'll tell you if you have the materials or not. These are escalating, so you don't put too much in one mod. It does also make the cost of the mod go up, so be careful with that, as it will go up 1 point for every rank it is increased. That being said, it is still more efficient on rate because you're getting the full stats of the initial level for every single point higher, so it's always going to be better in that way. Moving on, let's do Saya's Vigil. Saya's Vigil, we're going to have to head to Cetus. This is an introduction to the open worlds. So you'll go to one of these instances. And we get the introduction to the plains. You guys can enjoy this. Because it's a nice cutscene. I just realized I don't have music on. There's normally music for this scene, and that's okay. Look at this good bug, though. I forgot Cetus had a cutscene. It only plays once. Only plays the once. All of the open world cutscenes only play once. We love wall meat. I'm not going to go into explaining what is the deal with wall meat yet, because that's almost story spoilers. But we'll get there at some point. Remember this for later. We'll come back to it in about 100 hours. And this is Cetus. So generally, I'm going to give you the hyper basics on what's up here with Cetus. Cetus is the town of the Ostrons. The Ostrons are basically the village here of people that the Grineer are just trying their best to oppress and or kill. And we're here to help them out with that because fuck the Grineer. Also, we will throw music on. Wait, huh? Mysterious. Hit him with the old 70%. Okay, here, so we need to speak to Kanzu. Important note, if you hit escape, there's a fast travel menu to getting to a number of the different merchants that are here, so you can just fast travel to Kanzu.
Off-worlder, interested in working for me? Gotta prove yourself first. Shola! Wazdula, off-worlder, interested in working?
We have the Ostron standing. There's a whole standing system and stuff that we'll get into later. For bounties, we do have the Prove Yourself. Show Kanzu what you're capable of, which is got a few really good rewards in it. Potentially getting Streamline here is pretty big, and Point Blank certainly will not be missed either.
New Grenier boss has been giving us no end of trouble. You're my go-to Tenno. Make him go away, yeah?
So this is the open world.
The site of an historic battle between the
There's a lot to do here, and many different things that you can do. Big important note for the open worlds. This is probably the biggest thing. If you hold M, you tap M, you'll get this menu. You hold M, you'll get a menu you can interact with, and then these white nodes, you can teleport to any of these by just clicking on them. So if you're trying to get places fast, would highly advise that. We will be doing a good chunk of things out on the plains, but for now, we're just headed over to our objective to do our Prove Ourselves to try and hopefully get Streamline.
Target spotted. Strike fast and take out as many as you can.
Oh, this is an Eximus enemy. They give a lot more stuff. They're a little bit tougher. They're immune to crowd control until you get their overshield off, is the big part. As you can see there, can't pull them. Early game shouldn't be too big of a problem. If one's really giving you trouble, a thing I'll try and show off is that there's an easy way to take them down. If you are having issues, especially early with them. They also will always give you health and energy whenever they die, which is so useful. Head over to here to this next location to get a few more enemies. Oh, the Grenier do wear camo, so if you're having trouble like acquiring where they are, enemy highlight, super good here. 100 Oxium, which is actually maybe like nearly the best stage 1 reward that we could get. That'll actually be important later.
Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
But don't worry about Master T's and I stepped on a rat. But here's one Xmas. So if we bash him, this little red symbol above enemies' heads means you can hit X on them, and you will do finishers to them. If you're having trouble with an enemy, usually they're open to finishers long before their health bar is gone. And really early on, you can mostly just hit enemies twice. But as you get into higher level enemies, especially ones that have significant armor, that can be very important for getting those enemies down quickly. We're back in Cetus. So an Xmas finisher is force drop energy. Xmas is dying, force drop energy, and also health.
You pay me in red.
So now, we need to do Saya's Vigil, which is a personal favor for Kanzu.
Look here, Tenno. Have you met Saya? Lives on the outskirts of Cetus. See? Here's the three of us. Me, Uncle, and headstrong Saya. We were inseparable Oots. The two of them even got married. They were happy. Until he disappeared.
As a green mag, you guys are really stuck on this.
Saya
My account name is Critical Frog.
never accepted.
I've got to be green.
And now I'm hearing queer whispers. The Grenier found some trace of Uncle. And just like old times, Saya's about to do something rash. talk to her, eh? For Kansu. Ayo, we have not spoken in a long time. You come back again soon.
All right, search for Saya near the outskirts of Cetus. Here's the easy way to do this. A bullet jump up above. She's over there at that pole. Roughly speaking. Hello, Saya.
Chat. No time to talk. There's word of my husband. I have to go. Word travels fast. Konzu and I haven't spoken in 5 years. Not since his involvement in my husband's disappearance. And now he sends you by the Onum.
There's also a marker on the map. No, there is, but just
If you bring
for navigating.
Onko back to me, but miss a trick, and I'll take care of business myself. Understood? Doga. The Dupteno. I'll signal you when you're out on the plains. As crazy as this sounds, you're looking for glass.
All right. And now we have a mission.
All right, Tenno. Be careful out here. Grineer numbers increase the further you venture from Cetus. Patching the Ostrons to your signal now.
My uncle is alive. I know it.
Breaking crate's still good out here.
Cared more for Cetus, for our
Also, you will want to collect all of these you find.
He worked with the Quills, the Onum's closest servants, to decipher the secrets of the sentient and the glass warrior who sacrificed herself to destroy it. If you search the camp, I know we'll find some sign of Onko.
You'll notice that this is a familiar location, as we were just here.
Ayo, this is it. This is where the Grineer found some of Onko's work. Has he been hiding here?
Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
Don't worry about Master Teasen either. He's fine. Got the Grineer reinforcements here. They are dead now. Oh, did you not die whenever I did that to you?
Heck, I should have known you'd be behind the Grineer incursions here. Who else
Here we go.
would feed outmatched troops to an Eidolon if it might further their career?
And I'd feed it a million more for a chance to wrap my metal claws around your sweet
Take these enemies down.
neck.
Oops. My mouse went off of my screen. There we go.
Scanning the area. I'm getting strange readings from the cave at my waypoint. Smash that drill and go inside.
This is the drill that we need to smash.
Remember that cave? Encore managed to shelter there.
It is now smashed.
Rock slide sealed it off years ago. I hope he's not.
Onko?
And this is the container that we need.
Onko! He should be here. By the Onum. Is that coffer his? It bears Onko's mark. It must be important. If it's here and he is not. Oh, please, Onko. No.
Don't need to worry too much about these enemies up above. You can shoot them though.
Unknown. I won't say a thing to him, Tenno. I'm guessing he didn't tell you he was with my uncle the day he disappeared.
This coffer is strange. I don't understand the locking mechanism. Tenno, return to your orbiter so we can get it open.
Extraction is right over here. Ship. Also, yes, this is the, I believe, only time you ever extract from the planes itself. I believe this is the singular time that ever occurs. So please do not get used to that.
Let's activate your codex system to examine this Ostron container.
It's a box.
Seems damaged. We'll have to force it open.
Is there one more in a quest?
No, wait.
Might be in this quest.
Oh, Uncle was a genius.
Is this new? I never saw this when I restarted last year. You must do this quest now. Usually it was much later, but now it is right away,
The key
which I'm actually a fan
to
of.
the glass has been broken. Forcing it would only destroy everything inside. We need to rebuild the glass. If he was dying, he would have wanted this found. But he looked it. Uncle is alive.
A new strategy then, Tenno. Sending codex scanners to your inbox. These will be essential in locating the Shatterlock pieces out there on the plains.
Inbox, we have been given some codex scanners. So for this, it actually does tell you now, you need to equip your codex scanner. This is actually really nice that it's included in the tutorial now, and this is also one of the reasons why it's nice that you have to do Saya's Vigil so early now, because you go here, and then you can equip the codex scanner. Also, in terms of other gear stuff, this will become more important later. You'll also have the glyph prism, and as a fun treat, you want to go in here and just type in, look at my glyph. There we go. And now we can go to locate the Shatterlock pieces. Shills, I'm absolutely shameless. I am shameless.
Sire,
So this, you'll notice, is 900 meters away. Yeah, hold M. Teleport closer. It'll save you a lot of time.
Oh, you
Saved us
are
just a nice 600 meters. I'm sorry, 600 M.
planes that day. But only you
Distance is M. It is not necessarily meters, but it is sometimes meters.
nothing to do with what happened in our early summers.
So we need to scan the glass shards. So we can hold Q, and then just click on this, and it'll switch us to the scanner. This works basically just like a gun. Also, our first glass shard, I believe, is in here. Yep, there it is.
you know I have nothing to do with his... I miss him too, sire.
Equip your codex scanner and search the area for the glass shards we need. Excellent, Tenno. There should be more in this area.
And for our other shards, I believe there's one. Where's the little mound? Oh, here it is. Here's the one. This is also where you have this as your tutorial here. This one, and then the last one. Oh, man. I have entirely forgotten where this thing is. Is it just on this? Was that it? Oh, yes. There it is. I skipped over the middle point. Yeah, so it's in here, on here, and then there's one more right over here in this little divot here. Now we just need to kill some Grenier, which is, of course, not going to be very difficult as mag. All these guys are now dead.
Air support incoming.
I searched for at least 15 minutes for that last shard. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, no, it can definitely be like, you know, I remembered where two of them were, especially this one. Having to open this to get it is a big barrier for many people.
I can't extract you until you've dealt
Like, I will not be surprised if this is the first guide people watch to be like, where's the glass? I don't know. Much stronger than my current guns. Oh, don't get away. Here we go. Completed one of the little challenges as well. You don't need to do that, but kind of for a laugh, it's fun. Oh, also, we have an important thing to note here. These are Iatan stars. They come out of crates sometimes. And sometimes animals. Don't worry about that. Those are Iatan stars, though. Anytime you see that little symbol, you're going to want to go grab it. Oh, yeah, there's more fuel extractions in this mission. I totally forgot that. All right, now we have our shards.
What was Vahek talking about back there? What power is he after?
Anko. He found the remains of the Unum's champion, a woman of glass. He studied her, obsessed about her ancient secrets. The Quitters of Cetus swore us to secrecy, and the secret held until the Granier captured one. Can't imagine what they did to get one of them to talk, but Vahek's been after that relic ever since.
Ayo, this way heck. Could he have taken Uncle prisoner too? Do you think he'd make a trade? This coffer for my uncle? No. That would go against everything Uncle believed in. The sanctity of our people's home, of Cetus. Tenno, you'll need to find the remaining shards.
I've tracked some off-world shipments to a galleon in orbit. Heck may be guarding any key shards he's found up there.
It's time to board Hexgallion.
Something's wrong. My scans are being blocked. I can't detect any shards.
What does that
Grab some
mean?
ferrite here.
This galleon is huge. Think.
Anko would have known what to do.
Each fragment responds to a unique harmonic. We discovered that during my initial work on Cetus's transceiver system. It's too bad we can't walk a wideband harmonic through the ship.
Who says we can't? I'll perform a broad frequency sweep.
Sire,
Wum wum.
Anko wasn't the only one with a sharp mind. We are elevated by your work and his. Your marriage was a boon to Cetus.
It wasn't always easy.
Get THX, idiot.
First, always.
Yeah, this we just need to recover our glass shard for the quest.
Missed. Special days. Anniversaries. But it was a duty and a privilege.
And Vahek's pissed about it. You do have to fight a Nox here. Usually you're supposed to shoot them in the face, but our Mark 1 bow is strong enough with just one mod in it. Not Mark 1. Our actual real bow, keep forgetting, is strong enough without needing to do that.
Surprise! A gleaming maggot squirmed into my ship. Well, slip out of this one. What? You
They cannot believe that I hit that man with a stick many times.
can't you stop one puny maggot from swarming away?
And we have another Iatan star, which is quite good. Grab those. We have a spy vault to hit. This one's quite easy, though worth noting. This can be difficult. It is advised new players, if you're having trouble, just go up this. However, it is worth noting, this guy said, you can just bullet jump straight up here. So if you want to try for that, you can try for that. There's also broken glass here. It can be a little hard to see, but the glass here is broken. I do promise you. It's always that panel. And from here, we can just drop down, and we can get our shard. Go back into our scanner. Hold Q has the tutorial stuff here, which is great. We can grab the shard that we need.
All of the shards they heck discovered.
You can exit this way as well. If you want to try that, this can also be a bit precise. But in addition to that, you can also just shoot your way out and walk out this direction. But generally, the fast way to do this, what is usually a spy vault, is to go in through the top. There are ways in that are not the top. It's true. Getting the early Iatan stars is actually going to be very helpful. There are two kinds of Iatan stars. There's blue ones and orange ones. We really want to see... now that we have two blues, one orange would be phenomenal right now. Get our glass shard.
There's only one piece left. Hex digging in the central plains. I recall Uncle finding a few interesting artifacts in the region of...
That crater lake where we used to fish. That place where Uncle's catch got eaten on the line by a...
Oh, that massive hookta. And we had to haul him out.
Why the name Critical Frog?
Spent the whole day
Well, I was going to name the account Critical Prog, but I was like, that's less fun. I like frogs. Let's go with that.
I think I know where we should look. Doha, Doha. While it is dark, the Grenier won't be there.
The final fragment.
I'll never know what happened to him.
It is now nighttime on Cetus. This will be mildly relevant.
Evacuation flights have been rescinded.
At 600 meters away, I'm just going to do this.
Here all night, if that's what it takes. Find that piece before an Eidolon finds...
Here's a major thing. This is an Eidolon. So this quest purports them to be, like, heavily dangerous. They aren't. They are not. If you are out here at night, you really don't need to worry about it. Eidolon, until provoked, is actually, like, a big friendly goober. You cannot defeat them, though, currently. That will come much later.
Take cover. Your Warframe is no match for that thing.
I'm doing a taken cover.
No. I need to know.
We're headed to the cave.
On to the Grenier. Can you get to the excavation site? It has to be in there.
Shard. Move rock. That's hilarious. Did not realize I could do that, but that's very funny.
You
Scan.
have it. Uncle's final piece to the Shatterlock.
There's another way out of that cave. Away from the terrorist.
Tenno, I'm having Ordis pull you out. Get to the extraction point.
You think it would be that easy? Tusks! My tusks!
We are already extracting.
Orders! Ignore
Going fast, very good.
Stop that Tenno maggot!
They did not stop me. It was, yeah, it was in fact that easy. Alright, now it's time to open the coffer.
You should know. You were the best friend he ever had. I'm ready. Open the box.
Bum ba bum.
Sire, you kept my flower.
Oh, Uncle. You always told me I should try following my heart instead of my head. Shola, I guess it's time I did.
Size vigil complete.
Operator. They are not as encrypted.
So that is also Gara's introductory quest. This is Gara. She's a very good Warframe to farm early. If you think she looks cool, super worth it. Great new player Warframe. We won't be doing that on the free-to-play through because it does take a bit of time. But if you are enjoying Cetus and want to do more stuff there, there's no real reason you can't just go get Gara. We also get her blueprint also comes from the reward here.
Blueprints for Gara, the legendary glass warrior who sacrificed herself to protect Cetus. Anka was wise to ensure this information reached us. The Ostrons are grateful, and so am I. Once again, the path ahead is yours to determine. My supplementary message should make that path more clear.
All right. So we're about to be into the thick of it with a lot of videos coming out. Thank you for your patience, everyone. And also, of course, as usual, thank you to the patrons, Alex Parnham, Angel SBM, Arbiter Daydream, Nuven, Plotomatic, Brandon Coggin, Brutus Salazar, Dylan Dworsky, Ethrain, Hafan, James Harthorn, JC4 Science, John Lobdell, Joshua Adams, Luzanth, Mikkelkel, Minty Ginja, Michta, Nerve, Ramoxidate, Tamrielic Wastelander, The Coupon of Death, Tomeworm, Waifu Wars, and Zerapir, and of course to all of the $5 patrons as well. It is hugely appreciated with us getting into big free-to-play times, which should hopefully be excellent. Sorry if guides are a little floody on the inbox side, but it'll be a nice change of pace perhaps.